So, what do we mean by somatic, soma, of the body, somatic process, somatic healing? What that means is that the famous book, "The Body Keeps Score," is that our ability to get in touch with the felt sense of whatever our story of suffering is one of the greatest predictors of us actually getting better because it's a different realm of perception. You're either in a cognitive story or you're in the felt sense, and the body is the one that's been keeping score. And so, if we come out of the story and look at the suffering that we have, and then we work with the body, just like a very, very simple example is we hold different patterns in the body, like control or confusion can be represented in the head. I can't authentically express myself, we could feel in the throat. Anger can be like tight bands across the chest. And underneath that could be heartache or heartbreak, which can feel like a giant gaping hole in our chest, or an elephant sitting on it, or something along those lines. And then down in the solar plexus, people crossing their arms going, please don't take my power, or being in a situation where we feel like our power is being taken away from us. So by getting in touch with the felt sense, there's a charge, and we want to measure that. Why? Because that's good science. We want to know 0 to 10, where's it at? That's a subjective unit of distress. How do we know we're better unless we measure a lower charge? If we can bring presence to the felt sense of the body and how we are holding that story, and by bringing presence that is equal or greater than the presence that triggered or created a defense mechanism trying to protect us in the first place, then we can dissolve that particular trigger. We can dissolve the way the body is reacting, often to defense mechanisms that are actually no longer serving us, and we can dissolve it. So, like this, it blows up mental emotional health about what is actually possible. Because if you feel free in the body, you don't have a charge, you don't have a trigger. Well, then we don't call that trauma anymore, guys. I mean, trauma is not what happened to you. Trauma is what happened inside of you because of what happened to you. So if you can dissolve what's inside of you in the way that you're holding that, well, then we don't call that trauma. We call that wisdom. And this is the direction that mental emotional health is heading. Most of mainstream doesn't know that we have this technology, and we have a lot of versions of this technology too.